Needed him. Good bonus. Okay, we got game. Woo! Are you guys like? So here we go. Battle Bus has launched. What do you think, Myth? Do you think there's some key places that people are looking to land right now?
So I think this is actually, I think it's a pretty good glide for it to talk about. Is I think Wailing Woods is the first thing that kind of pops open on my eyes. It's recently something that's been a spot that's been changed, I suppose, and it brings in a lot of opportunity for not just one team, but multiple teams to come out of there successful, contested or uncontested. Some teams might leave early. They might just farm 1k wood, leave early if they drop like the lower side of it, and then there you could drop, you know, edit building in the top right corner or the two other cabins on the top side. So I'm going to be interested to see who plays Wailing, and I mean, the floating island is actually over Wailing. So not only do you have the rift rotation, Zeke, you also have the floating island rotation too. So there's multiple opportunities to get out of there if you need to, but we'll see your people fall over on the map. That's a tough situation to be in, and you see Slugs is just hanging out. I think, to my knowledge, he only has that pump, and that's kind of a dangerous situation to be in when Tickle has a stack loadout that he's able to play with. And as you see, it works to his advantage because that engagement range of that SMG is definitely be able to, you know, you can take advantage of that distance.
Taking a little bit of time to farm, a little extra
this is dangerous, Zeke. This is dangerous with how long this engagement has taken. We need to take that into account, the fact that this has been an engagement that's lasted well over 30 seconds and is now hurting these guys more than it's helping any of them. Although Jacob did pick up the elimination, he's put in a position where he's going to need to still farm materials in under 50 seconds before that zone moves.
And that's outside of anyone rotating in.
Exactly, it is. If he's not encircling, it's going to be tragic. But we do have a replay by Tinny eliminating... Sorry, I didn't know exactly who that was. Gambit, actually, going into a house, taking out Alliance.
Ooh, he went down there. And now we're over to Retail Row. The Pain up against Miss Rage. Oh, he actually gets hit in the back, taken down by Harmy. Now, Miss, something that you kind of touched on as we were kind of leading up to this is loadouts.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so basically something that I want to bring to the casting deck, and as somebody with like no casting experience, I think the biggest thing is that I just want to put some highlights. Ooh, Miss Rage getting taken out by Harmy. Harmy picking up, yes. And here we got a build battle between Fate U and Windstrike Mesh. Mesh has the low ground, going to play for the high though, trying to get some spam in. Fate2 doing anything he can to get these tack shots on. He has no mats though, it's tragic, and Mesh wins with like, what, 10 HP?
That was, yep, pretty much that. Now, not looking great as far as loadout goes, just a shotgun in that mid-range with the SMG.
And this is a fight that's going to cost both of these guys, as we see here, where the material count on both, I couldn't imagine it's that good on his opponent here, because he has 170 metal that he's working with here in this situation. They probably both got into a fight, dropped near around the same area, but he is going to clean him up. I would be interested to see how many mats.
Let's check out the current scoreboard. So look at this. Harmy finds another elimination in the time we were away from him. Now that means he's got himself 1 point. Don't forget the thresholds are 7, 5, and 3 rather. So Harmy's sitting on a point. Looking pretty good. Windstrike not that far behind. Look how many players already have 1 elimination.
Oh, yeah.
Those big bonus, man. Everyone wants a big bonus right now.
Most definitely. And as you see, Mary doing the most to get as many mats as they can going into the oh, this is for the person first, Harmy.
Yep.
So far, 4 eliminations. That's where he picked up his last elimination in Retail Row. Pretty clean kill. Coming in and are going to be doing, you're going to be rotating in from those positions. So anybody coming from the west is going to have a good rotation coming in, a free rotation essentially. There we have Fly Tinny making his way in this build fight. Not, you know, the greatest amount of HP. Wiki could play, or sorry, Wikasi could play low ground here phenomenally. He doesn't really, as you see, he's not really trying to go for high ground. He's trying to get that spot and go for that shot. But he gets ticked here. I think he's just going to play a little bit slower and get his HP up before he makes a mistake, because he does know somebody else is around. They were shooting at the build. So you don't want to take that third-party opportunity. Both of them are going to disengage.
I think that's really smart, especially like coming out. You know, you're making a lot of noise. You know, there's people that are definitely rotating in, especially this is new safe zone.
This is Divot. This is
my
Divot
gosh.
of all things. You didn't listen. So one thing I pride, but that's insane. And here we go, La getting into a fight with hutch. Just a little shotgun battle here, back and forth. La is looking dangerously low though.
La
And he's gonna
nothing. He could not follow up, and hutch there takes him down. But now immediately starts getting third party, right? There's other members all the way around. You can see two people just north of him.
There's two people, and I think hutch, is in. Oh, they actually rift to go out.
So what's interesting is Salty is very congested right now. There's so many players that are within Salty. Look how many players are down south of it. Even on that eastern half of the map, you've got people that are near Reach that are going to start rotating into Divot.
Yes.
So what, from just your quick glance, what looks safe? What's a safe rotation from like which angle could you take?
So we talked about it before this circle even closed. That west side of the map, whoever's playing the west side right now is going to get.
The only real threat to the people that are pushing into west side are the people Castle Rock. There's two people, I'm pretty sure, Castle Rock, but they're probably worrying about each other, not the people rotating in. So we're going to see how that plays out. That's going to be an interesting part of the map to keep an eye on as those people from the western side of the map start to move in. And I think now is a vital time that we should start paying attention to people's loadouts, the amount of mats they have, because going on forward, we're going to see how people change up their gameplay going into late into this. And it looks like Jamside is making his way through his pick, trying to get an elimination here in any way possible, but his opponent's going to disengage very quickly.
Down below, looks like it's DK. But look, Archangel hears the shots. Even there was someone over there in a 1-by-1, 3 grids high. There's a lot of action happening all the way around them. I mean, Jamside just trying to close in. That's a grenade. There's a grenade close by. Jamside finds DK. That's 2 eliminations. Again, ladies and gentlemen, he needs one more and he can find himself a point on the board. And there's still 49 players left in the lobby, man. Let's check out this replay.
Was that the grenade play? Oh, no.
No, this was his elimination coming out.
He could have possibly made it in without using it, simply because of the amount of mats he has, but of course there's that risk reward of, do I want to use those mats? When instead he could get this position and actually just play for those eliminations, get that point that he needs to get, and get himself in a really good, vital position for late game.
That's right. I mean, hey, look, you're trying to be efficient, right? You're trying to save mats, because one thing we've noticed, man, is late game, you need mats. That's very important. You're either going to build a sky bridge and have nothing, or you're going to, you know, have that low ground, have a ton of mats, and you're going to be in a good position.
With 5 eliminations.
Myth, that's 2 points.
Yes.
Hitting the board here in game number 1.
And here he has over...
Consider too, his Harmy's 2 away from activating big bonus, right?
Oh, yeah.
He gets 2 eliminations. He gets the 3 points from the 7. Any elimination after that is considered a big bonus. That's 1 point per elimination. And 7.5K coming out of... I mean, it's huge, man. But Mary Gaming says, not today, friend. You've been on a tear. It's time to shut you down. Little ramp here. Circle's moving. Here we go. Look at the grapplers coming out. Everyone's like, nope, I'm not going to fight you right now. We're just going to... Oh, the rift opening up the wall there.
That is so big for Saiba's success this game.
Look how many people have the same idea. Just like you talked about, Myth. Let's use these rift to goes. Everyone, don't worry, guys. Let's just... And currently, Rojo's sitting with 4 eliminations because of that. People there didn't stick the landing. Heisel is down as well, down to 17. Look how many people. They're all scrambling, Myth.
But look at what my boy ZW has in his back pocket.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the question: when do you use it?
Well,
you think like get to safe zone and then drop fortress?
I would say use it on the next circle. If he's in circle right now, he has a position, he's fine. But as he needs to make this next rotation, and maybe he wants to make a play for high ground, maybe he just wants to have a really secure low ground, that's when he would detonate it. I wouldn't necessarily use it now. It wouldn't be as beneficial as using it in this upcoming circle. And as you see, he didn't use it. He's playing it out patiently. But we see Yoshi actually with another rift to go. That's going to be big to keep an eye on as well. Because, yep, he's going to pop it.
He just popped it. You just heard it. Take a look at Spenhouse's mats. He's been very efficient, only using up the entirety of his brick, which isn't bad. He has plenty of metal and plenty of wood here going into these final few circles. Wetch is 1 elimination from that second threshold. We see a lot of players with 4 eliminations on the board. Now here's the thing, Myth, right? Now we get the new safe zone. We're going back north. We're going back inside the divot.
Yeah,
So
partially,
not only,
I think halfway, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep, so now we have to basically go back over builds, right? People
Yeah.
have already built their way up here, and now we're moving our way back over these old builds.
Correct.
Paf taking a shot, though. Oh, he's in the storm. Get out of there, Paf. And I think this is ideal, right? You try to make into this safe zone currently, you make it in early, and then you just try to third-party anyone coming in, try to take shots.
This is going to be interesting. And I say this because the players playing high ground, you're gonna see this. You're gonna see them try to retain their high ground over and just sort of edge in if they have the materials to sustain it, of course. And I wouldn't be surprised if we've seen Zwet just, oh, he's actually gonna just contest the high ground. He's not gonna be able to do it. And I think this is gonna be the zone where he does pop that. If he could get into the low there and just,
He did not stick the landing.
You know,
he is down.
Listen, myth damage is definitely something to be afraid of. Yeah. But onward, we have Marky, and it seems like he is the owner of high ground right now, if I'm correct. We've seen him glide over, and that was it. Oh!
There's someone right behind him. Did he see him?
That's scary.
He cracks it. No way. It's wind strike. Sif goes down.
3 players remaining. This is it.
Oh, dude, Myth, he's got no more builds. That's it. He
But here's
only has the grappler.
Yeah, and neither does Saiba on the low ground. So this is gonna be very interesting to see, because you have these 2 players on low ground. You have Marky trying to spray and trying to cause some sort of contention between these 2 people. And as we see, they do pick a person that they're both going to focus on. One of them, unfortunately, doesn't get the better end of the stick, but Marky making his way, trying to get this elimination, and he pulls out the W with 5 eliminations.
That is huge. Congrats to Marky, clutching up game number 1 of the European Games. Again, she's got 5 eliminations. That's going to be 2 points hitting the board, the 3 points coming out from the victory Royale. Let's take a look at how this went down. So like you talked about, man, he just maintained that high ground. He let those other 2 players fight it out. And in the moment that they started to fight it out,
So it just worked really well for the people that had the means to get out of that type of situation. Marky.